Hey everybody, today we bring you our first egg cutting of the year, and it is a really good one. I've been excited about this one for a while now. It's realistically my first chance to actually create my own Batmans. This girl laid pretty early. It's her first time ever breeding. I have no other clutches. This is it right now. I expect clutches here hopefully very soon. Last year all of mine laid pretty late. These were laid on the 4th of January this year. 6 eggs, all good looking. The first time girl's name is Dottie. She is an Orange Dream, Leopard, Pastel, Het Clown, 100% Het pied as well, which we proved out in a video all about genetic testing. The male we named King. He is a Spotnose GHI Clown, 66% Het Hypo. So these could theoretically be visual clowns, obviously, and then they could pass on the Het pied gene, and they could pass on Hypo if he proves out as well, which, fun fact, I have a shed test out on him. When you strip away all the ingredients from here, except for what creates a Batman, which would be Leopard, Spotnose, and Clown, I have a 1 in 8 chance to hit that on 6 eggs. And now to get what I really want, which would be a GHI Batman or a GHI Orange Dream Batman, that is, I think, literally 2 out of 64, something like that. I don't know, but everything here should be cool. Everything will be 100% Het Clown, 50% Het pied, and possible Hypo until we hear back on that shed test. I'm hopeful here, but the odds can be good or bad. So let's see how they treated us today without further ado, because this has the potential to be something really, really awesome. These have already pipped, at least 3 of them, I believe. One of them is already out, so I can tell that I did not get a clown on one of them. The other 2 have made slices. I try to wait till pipping, but it is day 55, which is almost always my hatching day anyway. As you can see here, this one is pipped, this one has a slice in it, and this one right here is a very small slice. Right here too. A couple of them, but there's one right there. So let's start with the one that I know is not a clown. Dry eggs. So right off the bat, I'd say a Leopard. Wish I could see that head again. It was popping its head out. It might be a Spotnose, but it's tough to say. But I definitely say very much Leopard. But just very awesome dark pattern here. I'm not sure about Orange Dream. Believe it or not, this is my first Orange Dream clutch that I am personally hatching. These dark blacks are very, very black. That's why I kind of want to say Spotnose, because it can enhance those. So this could very well be a Het Batman. Oh, there's the head. I don't know. Pastel, I think, because of the very blushed head as well. Could be Orange Dream then. You see some oranges there, so very cool. Yeah, I love the pattern. I wish that was clown. I think that's a lot of stuff. Just not GHI, I don't think, though. Let's go with one here. It did not completely cut its way out. These are very dry. They're so ready to come out. Oh, okay. I think we got it. Not completely absorbed its yolk though. But this is a Batman. I'll give it some water in there. It's kind of small, so I'm not super duper concerned, but I am, considering how much the rest of these are done. And there's a egg yolk in there still for this one. But I think we're fine. I don't see any evidence of kinking. It's just a small snake. So, I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but there's not much else I can do. But this is a Batman, and I think it might be an OD Batman. This is awesome. To hit one so early. This is not a clown. Well, the heck, the head. No, not a clown. The head kind of threw me off for a bit there. This is a Spotnose Leopard for sure. That makes me think this one is not. No, Spotnose. I don't know. It's dark. Pastel, probably. Yeah, pastel. Look at that head pattern though. That screams clown. But then you've got the eye stripes. Don't throw me for a loop. It's got to be Spotnose though, with that sort of head pattern. Very, very cool. Spotnose Leopard for sure. You know what I haven't seen yet is GHI. I think I don't know how it would look in the combos. I gotta look it up, but usually that brings in some granulation and such. So, all right, the rest of these have not poked themselves out. Look at this one, already exploring. I don't think you're gonna absorb that yolk. I hope I don't have to assist feed. Of course, it would be on my Batman that I definitely hit that I've got some sort of difference. You can see the thin head too, so I am kind of concerned, but other than the thin head, I don't see any body deformities. Just a small snake. All right, so we've already added a little bit of water. These are the driest eggs I think I've ever had. I don't know why. All right, let's continue. These are the first ones that have not pipped. This is also the smallest egg. There's a GHI. GHI Orange Dream, I think. Not a clown. Nice blushing. Those whites coming up on there. Very, very cool. Look at the whites and such. I wish that I could see this one a little bit better, but it's small and hasn't even broke its embryonic sac, I don't think. So I'm gonna leave it be, but it looks very cool. I love this blushing on here and such. Definitely GHI Orange Dream though. I don't know about anything else yet. I'm gonna put this one back. Add a wee bit of water. There you go. On to the next. Well, I don't want to get greedy. I want another Batman. And I want it with GHI. I really want it with GHI. That was the kind of goal of this pairing. Although hard to do. I love GHI. And I want it in as much of this as I can get it. Oops. Okay. So we're looking at a clown. Oh, I don't know. I don't think it's Batman. Clown for sure. Could be Orange Dream because of this whites near the bottom and the orangish, like I think it is. Might be Leopard. This could basically be the mom, but clown. And I don't think it's Pastel. Maybe it is. I mean, it's a little bit lighter. But don't see its head, so still very, very cool. And then our last one. So far, I've gotten hosed in my luck on GHI. Just one of them, I think. When they come out, I'll know a little bit better on some of these combos, but I guarantee you one of them is. Nope. Did not hit it. I think this is like the other one actually. Spotnose Leopard. I only get 2 visual clowns. I think I did. But I did get a Batman, so I can't complain. You just better be okay. What in the world? Oh, this one's definitely Spotnose Leopard. And I'll know more as they come out too. Look at this. This is one of the craziest ones I've ever seen, dude. This is just absolute chaos. I don't even know what the heck I'm looking at. I've seen Spotnose before. Look at this. I was gonna say I thought this was the same as this, but there's no way. What in the heck? Orange Dream, Leopard, Pastel, Spotnose, GHI. Those are the single genes that play here. So definitely Spotnose and Leopard are in here. I've never seen one so dotted like this. Like you get some pattern finally up here, but down here it's just insane. If I didn't already see its head, I would say that I got something real crazy here. Let me just make sure I'm not like losing my mind here. I think it's gonna hide its head. There it is, there's its head. It's got eye stripes. So you're not a clown, but what the heck is this stuff? Looks like cow pattern-ish type stuff, like a real leopard. Or is that, or I guess this is just one of the best leopards I've ever seen in my life. God dang, that's beautiful. All right, it's been a couple days. It is currently Thursday. We cut these on a Tuesday, and most of them are already out. I'm not 100% on any of these, but I am 100% happy, especially with things like this. I am thoroughly confused. We're gonna go over what the ingredients should be, and I was really hoping that by some stroke of luck, my shed test for the male would have come back, and now I'm kicking myself for only doing the pied gene on the female. She did prove to be het pied, and I know het pied can throw some markers, but things like that, that's a little crazy. So let's start with the more obvious one here. This is our Batman, and this Batman is a little small. I think it might be the smallest ball python I've ever hatched. So of course I'm a little bit concerned, but I think he or she should be okay. I don't think it's just Batman, but I do think this might be Orange Dream. It's got a lot of tingy oranges, and when I looked up regular Batmans versus other Orange Dream Batmans, they're a little more brown. Also, the head is very blush, so it could be Pastel, but this is a Batman. That I am certain of. Moving on to this one right here, just to get the ones that are still in the eggs out of the way. It's obviously a clown, and it's the only other clown that I hit. I didn't get great odds, but we had a 1 in 8 chance of hitting a Batman, and we did, so take what we can get. As far as this one goes, without it being completely out of the egg, I'm still a little stumped. I don't think it's just a regular clown, just because of different patterns and whatnot on it, but I'm a little perplexed because now I see stuff like this, a little teensy bit of granulation. I think it's just coincidence, but that usually brings out GHI, but I think that this is a leopard clown, but I could be mistaken on that. Now moving on to this one, I have no doubt that this is a GHI, and I believe it is a GHI Spotnose, and I think it might be Orange Dream too, because of the crazy blushing. There's a cool pattern on that side right there. Very, very cool. Almost calico-ish, but that's not in the combo. But I'm pretty certain this is a Spotnose GHI, and I think Orange Dream because of the oranges. Let's move on to one of the other ones here. First, let's get this really dark looking one. This one here is definitely Leopard. I believe Spotnose as well. That would explain why it's so darn dark. And I think Pastel because of the blush head, obviously. I don't think GHI because I don't see the granulation except for in certain spots. But I really like this one as well. It's the darkest one, or at the very least it has the most dark pattern on it. I think it's Pastel and I don't think it's doing it any harm. Usually I don't want Pastel in these things, but look at this. These dark colors are just so intense and they're very bold. So I really like this one. But again, I'm a little perplexed as to a lot of this, just given the ingredients. Again, the father is a GHI Spotnose Clown 66% Het Hypo, and the mother is a Pastel Orange Dream Leopard Het Clown Het Pied. 100% on those. You can see why maybe I'm a little bit confused on some of this stuff, but here's a absolutely stunning snake. I did good with Leopard on this one. Like on the other one, I did very good with GHI, whereas I didn't do as good on this one. I think I only for sure hit it in one, which is in the egg still. But this one, again, this is Spotnose and Leopard. Well, that I'm 100% sure. You can see right here, it almost looks spiderish, but that is not a spider. It is a Spotnose, and it'll do that too. I think that not all leopards are created equal. I think that there is lines of leopard, and we'll show the mother here, and she's an outstanding example of a leopard, and this has passed to her babies. So I really think that a lot of this variation that I'm seeing is just the best line of leopard. So shout out to JSA Reptiles on having some of the best leopards on the face of the planet, because this is wild. Look at these sides. Look at this pattern. It's just insane. And then finally, the last one, which is my favorite one. Again, Spotnose Leopard, but this is wild, and I am perplexed. I mean, this is approaching monsoonish levels of insanity. Obviously not that crazy, but it is just blowing up. The pattern has been completely exploded. I am insanely impressed by this. This one kind of has it going a little bit, but nothing compared to this. This one still has lines. This is dots everywhere. This actually looks like a leopard. Again, these are all 50% Het Pied, possible Het Hypo. So if it does prove out as hypo, I would update that and say there'd be 50% Het Hypo. Then that is, because then these would all potentially be incredibly powerful. You could have triple hets here. That Batman could be a Batman double het, and then there's no doubt I'm keeping that. Needless to say, I'm incredibly impressed and happy. I could always be happier if I had hit a little bit more GHI and clown representation, but the odds of getting a Batman were 1 out of 8, and I'm pretty sure we got an OD Batman there. If not, maybe a little more. Now she just needs to hopefully start on food decently. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed. If you like egg cuttings like this, you can actually check out a playlist of our egg cuttings up in the upper left hand corner of the screen. And if you're confused by what you see and you're wondering how you can get a little bit of a clear picture on what genetics are involved, you can check out our video on genetic testing up in the right hand corner of the screen.